Hello, boys and girls of the internet. This is Stacy, and I just want to do a quick video update on my solar project. Now, as you can see, I've got 5 batteries in a rack, eco-worthy rack. Those are eco-worthy server racks, functioning really good. They're about 100% right now. We are off grid. This one is down. Let me open it up. Let me just slide that right off. Oh, real quick tip. These batteries function properly between at a certain temperature. You have to keep them between 40-something degrees or 5 degrees Celsius, and I don't know. But it's keep them around 45 degrees. That's why I got that heater. That's a Vevor diesel heater, and yeah, I got it plumbed out inside. I've got it like on two green bars, and right now the sun is out, so that's fine. When the sun goes down, I will bump it up to 3 or 4 green bars, and when it gets really, and it's like 20 some, almost 30 degrees out right now. So yeah, the one thing about this heater, you can see it's 2 bars of green. You got green, you got orange, and you got red. Now, when you're in the green like this, you can get probably a good 30 hours of fuel efficiency running on a tank. But when it gets cold out, you want to bump it up. So, yeah, because you don't want your batteries, you don't want these batteries to freeze. So anyways, so when you live in the northern climate, you got to think about that. You got to have a heater, and you got to keep your batteries function. Otherwise, they there's an alarm light right there. It'll start flashing. Right now it's just blinking green, so everything's functioning perfectly. These are version 3s. This is a version 2, and for some reason it failed. Let me get in there. You can see it. You see it right there. For some reason that failed, and it yeah, I don't know why. But anyways, I got my money back. Well, I didn't get my money back. eco-worthy was so kind to send me a new one, and it was a version 3, which is, I don't know, might be that one, or it might be the bottom one, I don't know. But yeah, so I'm going to see if I can get a replacement board and replace it, because the cells look good. And what the malfunction was, it was saying, kept saying temperature fault and shutdown, fault shutdown, and put it in standby mode. So if I just replace the BMS board, maybe I got a good functioning battery. I don't know. But here's the thing: do I wire it in put it in this rack and wire it together, or do I not put it in the battery rack but wire it directly to a bus bar, so it's still hooked to the system? This is the negative. I got another positive bus bar in the box. So that's what I'm thinking, because I've got this big old this thing right here, right now, feeding the batteries. So it's like, that's the question: do I just slide it in? Because when eco-worthy gave me a new battery in replacement of this bad one, they said dispose of it. They said go ahead and dispose of it, or do whatever you want with it. But they said don't use it with your other eco-worthies. So here's the question: can I safely wire it to the bus bar and be separate from this, but still at the same time supply the system. So that's the question. And that's Mister. He's a tension hog. So that's where I'm at. My dilemma is like, what do I do? So, anyways, I put the cat food back here this weekend because we got like 5-6 inches of snow and the temperatures dropped. So this is where the heat's at, and the water was freezing out there on the other side of the barn. So you would think he would camp out back here, but he doesn't. He like burrows back in the boxes and that, and just, I don't know. But he always comes running when I come out here. So he keeps the mice population down. So yeah, so the mice don't chew all this stuff here. So I thought I would do a quick update video on my solar project, and so that's where I'm at. And I'm thinking about ordering me another battery from off-grid stores because we got the Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend sale going on for batteries are like $7.99 or $7.95 plus taking another 5% or 10% off. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna order me another battery. That way I got a full 6 in this stack. So yeah, that's what I might do. So I don't know about this. I'm just like, because they replaced it with a new one, with a version 3. And kitty, I gotta cover this up. Jumps right on that battery. There we go. There, that's covered up. So yeah, I don't want to avoid these batteries, the warranty. So I don't know. Maybe what I'll do is I'll bring it to proper function, and I'll just get a small. These are 10K inverters. Maybe I'll get like a 3K inverter, strap it to a dolly, and then use that to power it. And then I've got portable power for for wherever I need around the house, or around the farm. So yeah. So anyways, yep, we're off grid right now, and everything's running 100%. And we're still getting, well, these just, it's getting to be late in the day. It's after 3 o'clock, so it's actually 3:30, and by 4 o'clock, 4:30, I'm not even getting any solar. So yeah, you can see it's starting to drop. So yep. So maybe I'll fire up the generator for a little bit just to see if it works, because it's like covered in snow and ice. So I gotta fire it up and let it run. So flip that to on. Yeah, this is really working out really well. So yeah. So the generator I have out there is a Duralast 5500, which means 5,500 watts. And the breaker that comes in the wall, you see right there, goes there. That's like a 30 amp breaker on the let's go up there. Duramax 5500E, and it's just gasoline. Now, when this runs, I can go all night. I can get a good 8 hours on one tank. Now here, this breaker is a 30 amp breaker, and I got right here AC. It's 120/240, and this way is 120. So. Sorry, I'm just picking at the ice and get the ice off. So, yeah, I'm gonna fire it up and let it run for a while. It's on. Choke is on. Off. Cover. That's the cover. So let's go back inside. So that's my switch box. As you can see, it's on solar. I probably should have flipped it from grid to solar this morning when I got up at 5 o'clock and before I went to work. So, because when I came home, the batteries were in standby mode. So, yeah. Hey, mister. Excuse me. So that's where we're at. As you can see, I'm getting like 36.6 amps at 33.3 volts, and the state of charge is 33%. So not too bad. My thoughts on this thing. There we go. I don't know. I don't know if this thing is very accurate. But this I do love. This is awesome. So I think the voltage, it's from day one it's been 33.3 volts. I think it's because of the generator is only outputting so much, because it's like, you know, it's not a very big, it's 5,500 watts. So yeah. And the breaker on it is only like a 30 amp breaker. So this is my setup. I finally got it enclosed. I put this seal in here so the heat was just rising and that, and now it's like, you know, it's keeping warm. I'm gonna get some rigid foam and put some insulation on this wall before I seal it in with some more plywood. And yeah, maybe with that too, you know, right there. But this is temporary, just leaning up against it because it's not permanent. but I just want to keep it enclosed as much as possible so I can keep the heat contained. So, yeah. So this tour, and these are the fire suppression, and yeah. I gotta get some hangers and stick these. These are the that goes into the breaker box and feeds this. I got two of them coming in. One here, and one here, and it feeds the top breaker. So yeah, there's little things I gotta do. Just little things. And yeah. I got an electric vehicle and I didn't drive it today because the weather and the roads, and I didn't want to take a chance. So, yep, here's my Camaro. The differential's out of it, and I got a new used differential from eBay. So it's over there in a box somewhere, right there. It's in that box. So. Alright, this is my barn. I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna pet the kitty. So, have a good day.